And a 3, and a 2, and a 1. Pre-taped Raw and Smackdown, you say? It's the Sunset Flip Wrestling Podcast, coming to you live on Double C TV, featuring Darren.
Oh god, we're doomed.
And Double C. Wrestling gets you laid. Gotcha. As they take on 5 hours of WWE programming.
I'm pretty sure he fudged it just while he was doing the Hurricane Run. Like, oh god, I don't know how to do this correctly.
Yes, back once again with the Renegade Masters, sort of like that. That's not copyright, shut up.
Well, we're just awesome like that, Casey.
Yes. Mm-hmm. But hey, you're back!
Yeah, thanks. Sorry about last week, folks. Really, it was just, work got in the way, and I forgot to talk to Casey about it, and it just was a mess. I apologize for that. I honestly should be better than this. I should be more professional.
Yes, more professional.
Like Casey.
Yes, gotta be
Casey
more professional. And the evolution of the studio, in-house studio. That's gonna be the title for it. It's the studio in-house studio.
Nice. So I should be... Alright, I gotta get more professional. Alright, where's my penis joke list now?
I think John Cena took it.
Damn it.
After all, this is a wrestling show. Okay, so we do have a SmackDown, we have a Raw, we have a SmackDown from the 26th, and Monday Night Raw from 29th of July. So, we gotta start off with SmackDown, of course. Starts off with a match. We have Randy Orton versus Damian Sandow. This is Mr. Money in the Bank versus Mr. Money in the Bank.
Yay.
And this match was boring like any other Randy Orton match. I noted that Sign Guy was in the crowd, and he was wearing a suit this time. That was... Yeah.
Nice. You know, you gotta dress up. You gotta dress for success as it is.
Yeah. And that's like the best I can say about this match. Because...
Literally, we did not care a damn about this match. The most interesting thing was the guy in the background.
Yeah. However, Cody Rhodes did decide to take Damian Sandow's briefcase. RKO, Orton wins.
Hooray.
After that, CM Punk comes out. He says that he knows Brock's weakness and he knows how to target it because exploiting is not good enough. He said,
so he knows how to use steel chairs, the steel stairs.
That's what I would say.
He knows that the stairs are Brock Lesnar's one weakness. It's like his kryptonite.
Yes. However, it's the reason why. I mean, Brock's weakness is actually the fact that he's with Paul Heyman. Because Heyman wants everything for himself. So, blah, 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 blah.
I gotta ask about this. How the hell... Since I wasn't here last week, you gotta figure that Curtis Axel is somewhat of an idiot if he's still sticking around with Heyman.
Well,
since we've had an example of what would happen if he wants to expand out on his own, he just gets his ass kicked by Brock Lesnar.
Maybe Brock wouldn't be around anymore?
I'm here giving you a condescending stare. I can't do it through the radio, so I'm just saying what it is.
Okay. So, Punk continues saying that he's going to take everything from Paul Heyman. And then Fandango interrupts.
Mr. Weenie.
And he shows up, and he goes, "Hold on a minute." And then CM Punk gives him a GTS. Yep.
Yeah, his career is going straight forward.
Well, second match of the night, Wade Barrett and the Primetime Players versus Mark Henry and the Usos.
Yay!
This is a match to show that Mark Henry can work with other people when they face the Shield, and faces win.
And faces win, yes, naturally.
Alright. We go backstage with Vicky Guerrero with Alberto Del Rio. And they're discussing on trying to pick Del Rio's opponent. Del Rio says, John Cena chose his opponent. I should choose mine. And then it's like, also, I don't want to face RVD. And then RVD says, oh, dude, you should totally face me. And then I'll prove it to you that for SummerSlam, dude. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the gist of... I might have said one or two more words than what he actually said.
So pretty much what you're saying, you're giving a long, elongated version of, like, 2 seconds of words that RVD is given.
I think the actual quote was, dude, great idea.
Dude, great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody's been hanging around with Hulk Hogan too much. No, you'd be saying brother more.
Brother. In addition, Damien Sandow's looking for Cody Rhodes because he took the briefcase. And he's pissing everyone off.
Why nobody slaps a bitch up? You never know.
Match number 3, Rob Van Dam versus Alberto Del Rio. In a match that didn't exactly take all that long, despite what the commentators said. Commentators on Raw said that RVD pushed Alberto Del Rio to the limit.
Not really.
No. This was
a pretty straightforward match.
Yeah. Alberto Del Rio fakes injury in the corner, distracts the ref enough to get a cheap kick to the head on RVD and picks up the pinfall. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Right. Okay, so next up is probably the segment of the night, I guess. This is the AJ Lee State of Mind Address.
Oh, so it's Crazy Bitch Happy Fun Hour is what you're saying.
Pretty much. She says that she's okay, and she's going to part with Dolph Ziggler's keys, because she still has his keys. Dolph Ziggler comes out, and he says, yeah, I already changed the locks a couple times already.
I also got this restraining order. You're not supposed to be in my contact for 15 yards.
And then AJ says, oh, okay, well, I don't have that, but I do have this. And he has Ziggler's, suitcase. Has a bunch of his stuff in it. She pulls out a pair of scissors. And Ziggler makes a comment, you know you're not supposed to run with scissors or probably put scissors in your mouth.
It's I.
Yeah.
And that's supposed to be the joke, and I would normally not give scissors to a crazy person.
So
and second off, why the hell do you have scissors in your suitcase?
Well, she brought the scissors because she's going to cut up a bunch of his stuff. I have a list.
Oh well.
Okay, so AJ cuts up Ziggler's driver's license, passport.
Which I'm pretty sure is a federal offense.
Yep, the passport.
I'm sure is another federal offense.
A bunch of cash on hand.
Okay, I'm not sure if that's a federal
It
offense.
is.
So we got 3 federal offenses already.
Let's see. Credit cards.
That's not a federal offense.
No, that's not. But Ziggler pretty much says, oh, it's okay. If you do that, I'm going to make excuses like, this is no problem. And it just gets even crazier. And she starts throwing clothes all over the place and goes mental.
And I'm guessing this is the time where the police officers come in and arrest her for fucking around with the DMV as well as the passport system.
Oh, you would think. But instead, Caitlyn comes in and spears AJ and she sells like death.
So pretty much what happens is Caitlyn is now the law.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Lord, I want to see how they got able to do that.
I don't know. But up next.
That's got to be an expensive thing to do just for a quick promo.
Yeah. Up next is another match. We have Tons of Funk versus the Wyatt family. Their in-ring debut.
So first in-ring debut of the Wyatt family. Now is that everybody?
No, it's the two other guys. I forgot what their names are already.
Goatface and Grizzly Adams. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I don't know their names either.
Well, we'll find out as the weeks come and do stuff. So, It's a squash match, quite literally. One of them does a splash and pins one of them. Then they call out Kane because, I don't know, they just do.
Because they're crazy.
Yeah.
And apparently this is the thing we're going for.
Follow the buzzards.
Who's more demon?
I guess. There's a segment with Vicky and Damian Sandow. He's still pissed because he's still looking for the briefcase. And we go to the main event. We have Christian versus Jack Swagger. Yes, that is your main event, people.
I can live with that because it has Christian in it.
Christian wins in this match because he's supposed to be on a roll.
Because he's Christian and he's awesome.
And then afterwards, Damian Sandow comes out to the ring and says, "Now I want to know where my briefcase is thing. Where's Cody?" And then Cody is out at the Gulf Coast because the arena is bordering the Gulf Coast.
I'm guessing it's like it's in Texas right now.
Yeah, it's in Texas. And Cody says, "Oh, you want it? You have to come and get it." And Damian says, "Okay." And he goes.
And we see a running sequence. Now, did they show all this in SmackDown, or was this just the aftermath on Raw that we saw?
They showed the whole thing. And
okay.
A little bit more. Because there was a standoff at the coast, and Sandow was like putting over Cody all this stuff. And then Cody says, "Okay, you can have it," and he throws the briefcase over. People are wondering if the briefcase was waterproof. However, we noticed that there's a big crack in it because of, wear and tear of Money in the Bank briefcases.
So that bitch is sinking.
Yeah, it stays afloat for a while until it gets water in it, and then it starts sinking. And then Sandow's like, "I can't swim, but I'm going to jump in the river anyway, and I can't swim even more."
Huh. Somebody who's smart who doesn't know how to swim.
Yeah. Everyone is baffled by that.
I would be baffled too.
But unfortunately, Sandow cannot retrieve the briefcase, so it is presumably still stuck at the bottom of the Gulf of Mexico.
Now, this begs up a question to me. Are we saying that our legal department in WWE is so inept that we only have one contract on our side and we don't have like any sort of like pink slip or anything like that? That if we lose that contract, you're now null and void for that championship run.
There's going to be updates to this, especially on Raw.
Well, from what I heard on Raw, and, we're doing a little spoiler ahead,
yeah.
He literally just says, "I'm complaining about it."
Yeah.
I filed a complaint about it.
Yeah. Which is obviously the first step.
I'm shocked. Normally you don't hear people filing complaints in WWE.
Yeah. But okay, so so that was all SmackDown. Let's do the indie spot of the week. is the indie spot of the week, where we take a look at other indie feds and talk about them. And Portland Wrestling is still on stupid reruns.
Aw, that's gotta hurt for you.
That really hurts, because it's, 7 weeks now they've been doing this.
Well, they can't find the right nut.
Apparently.
Apparently. They don't have the right size wrench to fix everything.
Yeah. So they have to custom order a wrench from somewhere.
From Craftsman. It takes like 7 days to construct this thing from Mithril, as well as sent out another 7 days.
Mm-hmm. So instead, I've been watching Hood Slam on their YouTube channel, youtube.com/HoodSlam, and I've been enjoying that very much.
I'm glad you're enjoying something.
Crazy, crazy gimmicks everywhere. Like I said before, it's like cosplay wrestling sometimes. I saw the Johnny Cage Scorpion Game Genie match. It's a Game Genie match where they stick a Game Genie into a console and then they entered codes, so they got like extra strength, more stamina, and stuff like that.
Oh, that is awesome. I gotta watch this.
So check those guys out, because there's no way that they're going to be the mainstream, because the moment they do, they're going to get so many lawsuits.
That is... Besides, it's also a niche market beyond all niches.
Yeah. But the whole point of Hood Slam is that everybody has a good time. Screw the rules. We're having a good time. It's a party.
Screw the rules. We're having fun.
Exactly.
We can't say screw the rules. I have money. They don't have money.
No, they don't, but... but
it's fun either way.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Check them out.
I'm waiting for the Pirate Ninja match to come.
Ooh, I should look that up. See if it already happened or not. So, okay. Next up, we have Monday Night Raw from yesterday, the 29th.
Mm-hmm.
The show starts out with Vince McMahon and Brad Maddox
dragging his legs between his tails.
Mm-hmm. And he wants Brad Maddox to say what he really thinks. And what he means by that is what Vince McMahon thinks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this real? This really is... Like, I don't want to say it's a midlife crisis, because the dude's probably as old as my parents. But, Jesus Christ, man. Look, I know you're having issues turning over your baby to the next generation. But fucking A, just retire. Live the sweet life. You have enough money to fund yourself your own private island. Just fuck off, is what I'm saying. Because this is really getting in the way of my awesome wrestling with Daniel Bryan.
And Daniel Bryan interrupts.
And here comes my awesome wrestling, thank you!
And Vince tries to stir the pot, saying John Cena's a liar. But I don't want you as champion either. You see, I don't want Cena as champion, I don't want you as champion, I want both of you to explode.
I don't want to earn money. And both of you are promoting my company very well, and both of you I do not like for some reason. I don't want to earn money for my company, is what he's saying.
Yeah. He says that John Cena's ego is getting way too big, and he's not ruthless aggressioning enough. Because that was...
I'd make a joke about egos, but I think that's fairly obvious at this point, whose ego is really big.
Yeah. So, right after that, we have a match. We have The Shield versus Mark Henry and the Usos. By the way, again, this Raw was pre-taped last week.
Hooray.
Yeah, so it's not as awesome. It's like 3 hours Smackdown.
Yay. That sounds like tons of fun.
So, this is like a normal 6-man Shield match where everything's get chaotic. Shield win with...
Everything...
Go ahead.
Yeah, everything's chaotic. There's actually some tension every now and then, but it dies a horrible, painful deaths fast, and Shield wins.
Yeah, Dean DT. And then, however, Mark Henry's pissed and he cleans house. So, because that's what he does.
I'm still just about it. This is really just going nowhere. There's nothing interesting. They open their gobs. I get pissed off at them for abusing the word justice.
Justice.
I swear to God, we need to fund a company. We need to fund like a part of government that is used for abused words, just like children are. For abused children, where we need our own like security word for abused words. Like irony will be in there, justice will be in there, arts will be in there, because electronic arts is being cruel to that word.
Oh.
Oh, topical.
Oh. Now we go with a pre-tape segment on a pre-tape show where Ryback pre-tapes his pre-tape and bullies people around and puts them through a table. Because that's what he does, pre-taped.
Yo, dog, I heard you like pre-tapes. So I put a pre-tape in your pre-tape so you can watch while we're watching.
Right.
That's pretty much what's going on here.
Yeah.
And yes, I just used an exhibit joke. Shut up!
Maddox is backstage with Kane, and he motivates Kane because he wants the Wyatt family dead or something. Because they hurt him very much.
Because they're being bastards.
Yeah.
That's about it, I guess. From my understanding.
Okay, match number 2. We have RVD versus Fandango.
And once again, it ends like a Fandango match.
Yeah.
He pussies out.
Yeah, he leaves. Count out victory for RVD.
Which everybody loves count out victories.
Yay.
I mean, who goes to see wrestling? To a wrestling show? Now, they want to see a dancer fuck about.
Next up, we have AJ and Big E backstage. AJ goes crazy once again, and Big E rolls his eyes.
Pretty much my sister came in at this point, and I pretty much told her that, yeah, she's crazy bitch, and the guy, and Big E's just looking at her, I'm gonna put up with this crazy white bitch?
Yeah.
That's pretty much what it is at this point.
Match number 3, Caitlyn versus AJ, where AJ gets speared and sells like death again.
I wasn't getting a good angle of it.
Yeah.
It didn't get a good angle where we could see. It just looked like a normal spear.
Yeah.
She didn't fold in from the camera angle. It didn't look like she was folding in half.
Right. Well, okay. She didn't exactly sell like death, but it was just enough to get the 3 count.
Naturally.
How about... Okay.
I'm being picky because this show was boring.
And then she melts down because she lost to Caitlyn again, and then Dolph Ziggler shows up and challenges Big E. Because that's the only way to get to AJ these days, is go through Big E.
I'm gonna feel bad for Big E. He literally is just being there to propagate a feud.
Yeah.
He is literally the enforcer.
Yeah, basically. And they have a match too, 4th match, Dolph Ziggler versus Big E, and AJ attacks because she's pissed off at everything and she melts down once again.
Because crazy bitch.
Yeah. You're gonna have to check that vein because it's gonna pop one of these days.
I swear to God I will... One of these days my vein will pop. Because I'm either bored or I'm just pissed off at this show.
Next up, we go backstage with John Cena and Daniel Bryan, where Cena goes, "You calling me a liar?"
and Daniel Bryan just walks out.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. He doesn't say yes or no, he's just, okay.
You know, really, this is really kind of a stupid thing, and John Cena kind of brings it up. He's saying, you're listening to Vincent Kennedy McMahon, who is a manipulator and known liar. And you're calling me, John Cena, Mr. Superman, a liar. Any logical thinking in this argument would make you realize that he's full of shit.
Yeah. Okay, next up. We have Christian versus Alberto Del Rio. And where Christian continues his streak.
For Christian, like it says, Christian is being awesome, and I can get down by that.
Yep. There were some major spots to the arm in this match. The drop kick onto the steel steps.
That was nice.
Nasty. However, during all this, Christian sort of rolls up Alberto Del Rio from countering the cross arm breaker thing.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of. But pulls it off. Del Rio's all pissed. It's like, what? No! Yep. Okay.
And he gets pissed off, and there's nothing much more to say about this.
Yeah, there really isn't. 6th match of the night. Wade Barrett versus Cody Rhodes. Barrett is just gonna... Poor Barrett.
Yeah, we're stuck in this place where a lot of wrestlers are just there to be there.
Yeah, there's nothing going on with him. He doesn't have his title. He can't do much of anything, and he gets beat by Cody Rhodes by getting his pump handle slam countered into the crossroads, which actually was pretty cool.
I admit, that actually did look good.
Damian Sandow comes out, and he flings insults to Cody Rhodes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's it.
Yeah, that's the major thing about this whole show, is that it was boring.
Yeah. Especially compared to last week.
There was nothing interesting the least.
Next up, we have Daniel Bryan versus Kane. Again.
In what I'd like to call the We Hate Daniel Bryan match. Because Daniel Bryan gets the shit kicked out of him and rolls up Kane for the win.
Yep. And then he eats a chokeslam anyway because Kane's mad.
Mm-hmm.
But we have someone comes out of the shadows. The Wyatt family come out.
The Wyatt family comes out. And once again, Kane stands there while they slowly approach with the light. And only when the lights come on does he actually move to attack Bray Wyatt.
Yeah. Well, you see, it's dangerous to run around in a pitch black arena, even if you know where everything is.
So?
It's
dangerous to run around anything that is in pitch black.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm
So
saying.
literally, he just stands there like a jackass with his fist in his mouth, rather than trying to do something sensible like try to show up. And besides the fact, the two Wyatts are walking around in the dark. Why can't he give it a shot?
I don't know. Anyway.
Or am I doing this thinking thing again that they're not allowed to do?
I don't know. Anyways, so Kane tries to attack Bray Wyatt, and they're like, no, you get beat up now. And,
no, we're the new bad guys, you get beat up.
Yeah. Follow the buzzards and stuff like that.
Evil cult shit.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, they're starting to lose their effect on me. It's not because it's not scary, it's just... How many times can you do the same thing over and over again without it being repetitious and boring?
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Next up, do I really have to cover this match?
Yes, it is legally obligated that you have to cover every match.
Okay, Brie Bella versus Natalya. The reason why they're having this match is because they're having a match.
And what I call WWE still hates the Hart family match.
Yeah.
Because that's the only explanation for what the shit is going on with Natalya's career.
This is after it was announced that they were going to have a match backstage, pre-taped, of course. There was an ugly duckling comment that's dumb and stupid. And
I feel worse for seeing it. Because saying anything ugly about Natalya seems like a hypocritical thing, especially with the Bella twins.
And we've seen this before. Oh, we've seen this before. Remember the Lay Cool feud with Mickie James?
I try to block this shit out of my head, dude.
This is just like it. But
you know, you remember when divas actually kind of were good wrestlers? And they actually had more to do than say, "Oh my god, you're ugly! Get away from me, bitch!"
Yeah, I do remember that.
I miss those days.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go out on a tangent here.
Go right ahead, I always do.
Okay, this is my tangent. I haven't done one in a while. So, this whole Bella Twin thing, there's something that really bugs me, and I've been reading these interviews from other former divas, because when the Bella Twins came back, they were doing a new, like a Divas Division revival sort of thing, where they were bringing back a whole bunch of divas and women and stuff. However, the Bellas were the only ones who came in. As it turns out, from these interviews from other divas like Maria, Maria was supposed to come back, but she got blocked by the Bella Twins.
Yikes.
And there's others too that could have came back, but again were blocked by the Bella Twins. And it just seems that, I'm gonna say it, the Bella Twins are a cancer on the Divas division.
Well, I could have told you that. Just by their wrestling, I could have told you that.
Yeah, I know. And they have a TV show now. Their cancerous TV show.
Well, which I watched afterwards. I watched the pilot. And pretty much it was that the Bella Twins bitching and moaning about how awesome their lives are. Apparently both Nikki and Brie both date John Cena and Daniel Bryan, respectively.
Yeah.
So, there you go. We see where that stems from. Natalya is being forced to do just shit. From the looks of it, which I feel bad for her, because this is how you treat the Hart family after a big reunion and all that stuff. I know, I shouldn't be harping on Harts, but really, this just feels like a punch in the face to everything. And, like, the only part I did like about it was the Funkadactyls and their problems. Because they actually seemed like human beings.
Yeah. Oh, I want to get your comment on last week. The Miz TV segment with the Total Diva cast.
I missed that because Light Thunderstorm was blocking out. So I miss all the good shit, don't I?
Oh man, you missed a barn burner. Okay. So the Total Diva promo dumb thing was that Jerry Lawler was invited into the ring, and one of the newbies, the one with the red hair, gently slapped Jerry Lawler in the face because she says that she wants to make an impact. But she said it in like a monotone voice.
Oh, she Kristen Stewarted it?
Pretty much. So it was like one of the weakest slaps ever, but that's hyperloop.
I think that I know the reason why they did that. They did it just because they want to make the girl an impact. But they don't want to, physically strain Jerry Lawler because we don't want him dying.
Yeah. So,
here's a question. Don't get Jerry Lawler. Get Michael Cole up there and take the bitch slap then. He'll sell it a little bit harder, and you can do it a little harder. You don't have to worry about heart attacks.
Oh.
Am I a genius or what?
That would have been... That would have made last week's show a perfect show.
See? I'm a fucking genius. You heard it right here, folks. Genius, right here. WWE, call on me. I'll make everything better.
Next up.
And first thing we're doing, getting rid of the Bella Twins.
Next up, we have Curtis Axel versus R-Truth. In a throwaway match where CM Punk attacks.
Yeah, this was a boring match. Another one.
Yeah, but CM Punk attacks, tries to get Paul Heyman, and he slithers out of the way.
And he runs away.
Yeah. Which he probably should.
Also, I gotta bitch and moan about this. There is no such thing as more perfect than perfect. Curtis Axel, you moron.
It's just a gimmick.
It is a stupid gimmick, and I will bitch slap stupid gimmicks like I do anything else. I am not a friendly guy. I am an equal opportunity bitch slapper.
So, we go backstage with Vince and Triple H. Stephanie is there too, by the way.
And it's just one giant cock measuring contest.
Well, sort of. Vince is all like, yeah, I'm trying to persuade Daniel Bryan, but I don't want him as champion still. I want a big guy with lots of muscles and...
can't wrestle.
Yeah. Someone who has a lot of personality. I know who Vince wants as champion.
Who does he want?
He wants Randy Orton to cash in right away. And to push in Randy Orton and make him the new corporate champion.
Oh, God. I just laugh at that when you say, I want somebody with personality. And Randy Orton's the one you choose?
Yes. Set up and punchline, you know.
My God, you guys aren't even trying anymore. It's a fastball down the center. All I have to do is swing at this point.
So Stephanie gets the greatest idea of the night. Says, I have an idea to fix Daniel Bryan. Let's give him a corporate makeover.
If I don't see a montage next time, I will be very upset.
Now this can go one of two ways. And it can be like the corporate makeover of Mankind, or it can be the corporate makeover of Stone Cold.
Either way doesn't sound pleasant to me.
Now, if you recall, the corporate makeover of Mankind, Mick Foley, was that he took the suit, and he kept the suit, you know, and it was pretty much corporate bitch for a while.
Until The Rock heel turned on him.
Yeah. Stone Cold, on the other hand, looked like he was playing along, and then totally ripped up the suit and all that stuff. Yeah. Because that's not him. Anyways.
Yeah, like you said, it could go either way.
So we'll see the shenanigans next time.
Next time, as we see more ego trip for Vince McMahon as he can't let go of his baby.
Yeah. Oh wait, I forgot we have a main event still.
Oh shit, yeah.
We have John Cena versus the Ryback in a tables match, and holy crap, there are a lot of tables everywhere.
Not one of them is used, but because all the tables they use from under the stage.
Yeah.
What a waste.
And you can tell.
I feel bad for the grip who had to set that fucker up.
I mean, you could tell that they use different tables for the scenery. And I got a bitch about something about this match. Not only did they go to commercial, like, unexpected, even though it was a pre-taped show, they could have easily done something.
I think somebody fucked up in the recording.
Oh yeah, they totally screwed it up when they came back, too. Because from that point forward, it seemed like they were missing frames in the video.
Yeah, I think like it got digitized wrong. I think that was more accident than anything else. Which it happens, but this is a professional show.
Yeah.
Get your shit together.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't matter, it still happened. And that made the rest of the match hard to watch.
I thought it wasn't that bad.
The match itself wasn't all that bad, but it was harder for me to watch it.
I get why you say that, though I do like the setup of those chairs on the steps. That was kind of hilarious to see.
Yeah. Yeah, there were tables on the steps, there were broken tables, Ryback put the ring through a table.
Mm-hmm.
If the ring was an opponent, Ryback would have
won.
Yeah. Basically.
So, what we're saying is Ryback can beat up inanimate objects.
Yeah.
Such a high praise.
Just like a ladder winning a championship.
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, pretty much table match. Ryback goes through a table eventually.
Though I do have to admit, this was a little bit better than most main events that I have seen with table matches. This was actually kind of pay-per-view-ish in a way.
Yeah.
I'll give it that. It actually felt very grandiose.
And so, John Cena puts the Ryback through a table. And
I will mention this as well, is that he did the 5-knuckle shuffle on the stairs, which, dude, that's Brock Lesnar's weakness, not Ryback's.
Yeah. I know you can, confuse the two.
Yeah, they're big masses of meat, but I think he's just trying to figure out, well, if it worked on Brock Lesnar, it probably works on Ryback as well.
Oh yeah. So after the match, Daniel Bryan comes out. It's like, yeah, you won, and I'm gonna give you the title. Oh wait, I'm not. I'm being sneaky. And then John Cena's all pissed off. He's like, give me that title. The crowd boos. Sort of. Pre-taped.
Yeah. I don't know what happened there. He grabbed the title away, and then just more yeses.
Yeah.
So, what was that supposed to portray?
Yeah, I think it was supposed to portray that John Cena really, really, really likes the title, and he showed a little bit of a mean streak in that split second.
I think it was more supposed to show that Daniel Bryan is going more into heel territory, but...
You could say the same thing with Cena.
Yeah, but I've given up on that pasture a long time ago at this point.
It's like everyone's a jerk.
Wow, really? All these muscle-bound I don't want to say they're steroid abusing. They're not steroid abusing. All these muscle-bound thick slugheads are jerks. Who would have thought? It must be like high school all over again.
Yeah. It is almost like the Attitude Era where everyone was a jerk. We gotta be tweening all the time. Everyone's a jerk. Jerk.
Which, man, I must have grown up like a bitch, because this just felt like, who am I supposed to cheer for?
Well, you cheer for Daniel Bryan.
I cheer for Daniel Bryan because I like him as a wrestler. But he's doing jerky things, and so is Cena. Like, nobody's here as the moral high ground.
Yeah.
Yay?
I don't know. Anyways. So, that was that was the end of the show. After the show was that Total Divas thing. I caught, like, the first segment of it, and then my DVR cut it off, thankfully.
I watched the whole thing. It's not bad. As reality shows go, it's not bad. It's not great by any imagination, but I was a little invested in, like, the Funkadactyl story. Brie, and it was kind of nice to see them outside of character actually enjoying life a little bit. But when, I think either one of the Brawlos that was dating John Cena pulled up on the Range Rover, I was like, bitch, is this how it's going to go? So, yeah, from this is what we learned today here, folks. The Bella Twins are a cancer. Thus, I promote my ribbon of red to get rid of the Bella Twins.
Alright. Go. Next week, we continue on with SummerSlam. And we find out.
Hopefully it will be good.
And Alberto Del Rio is supposed to say who his opponent for SummerSlam is going to be. I'm guessing Hornswoggle.
Yeah, if we're going you're going this route, it's definitely going to be like a very evil heel thing to do.
Yeah, but somebody's going to step up like RVD, and then Christian will be there too, so it'll probably end up being a triple threat. Because that's what I can see right now.
I can see that as well. Just how things are working out.
Yeah. So. And then we get to see on Raw the corporate makeover.
Hooray!
Yeah. Okay, so, besides all that, we're going to cover that and more stuff. And hopefully my Indie Fed will start actually producing shows again. I'm guessing not.
Probably not.
Yeah. Anyways, watch more Hood Slam.
Watch Hood Slam. Ignore everybody else. Because we love seeing cosplays.
And watch TNA, just die. As they are tumbling down that dark path.
Oh yeah, since they gone on the road, fired a shit ton of people, and somehow are still paying Hulk Hogan's salary. Yeah.
So, we'll give you updates, even if they're late. And we'll see you next time.
It is sometimes fun to watch the world burn.
We'll catch you next time on the Sunset Flip Wrestling Podcast.
Want to know how I got these scars?